Hey, people. Patrician of Venice here. Another episode without a face cam. I promise they'll come back in the future, but as of right now, I don't have any pants. Or so I say, and I'm just too lazy to turn on the webcam. Well, either could be true. Oh well. Yep, so while I was gone, the election happened, and Biden won, and good for him that he won. And I mean, even with all Trump's lawsuits going on right now, I really don't think Trump's gonna win or even has really a path to victory. I mean, he does through the courts, but I mean, he doesn't really have a well-made plan to victory. And I'm not one to believe in such conspiracies like QAnon and Trump's eight-dimensional chess plays and whatever. I just think he wasn't supposed to win last election, and long and behold, he's winning now, or won this time and now lost again. Um, Beyond that, I'd have to say the amount of oddities going on, and I'm not saying electoral fraud, I'm saying in non standard things that have been going on, such as the domino voting system, finding, what was it, 2,600 votes, giving, get out of here, giving Donald Trump an extra 800 votes in or net votes in that election. I mean, 800 is not going to mean anything, and the fact that it might, change a county here or there, it doesn't really mean anything in the grand national scheme of things. However, that is chipping away the amount of a lead that Joe Biden has in Georgia. And while we're looking at Pennsylvania as well, how there's was 200 or 700,000 mail-in votes that are in limbo, depending if they can be counted or not, due to backdating or other weirdities and oddities with the electoral process there. So I mean, Donald Trump technically can win this still, and this isn't like this is how Bernie Sanders could win the election. I get it. It doesn't look good for Trump. He probably won't win, but I mean, for everyone who's already bowed out and everyone who thinks that Biden is inevitable. Good, more than likely, yeah, but don't be surprised if things don't turn out that way. Trump might be able to flip a state or two. I'm not saying he's going to flip 6 states and win Greenland and American Samoa. I'm just saying that it's not as odd as we're making it out to be. And there was an article on Daily Wire I was looking at, but I guess it got removed at some point or something. Anyway, um, the matter of fact for just this whole election cycle is it's not over. It probably won't be over for at least another couple more days, if not even. And if they happen and turn out to be Democrats run the House, the Senate, and the presidency, then good for Democrats for the next 2 years before the next, not midterm election, but just internal year of electoral. Oh, I guess it would be midterm elections, so then good for them if that's the case. Otherwise, I mean, if Republicans manage to keep control of the Senate, then Biden will just be a do nothing president, which is the second best outcome for Republicans, I think. Aside from Trump winning. I mean, we already know the House is lost to Republicans, but the fact that Nancy Pelosi lost, what is it, 8, 10 seats, something like that, when she was supposed to gain seats is incredible. I mean, just for the fact that she probably at some point has to disavow the radicals in her party, but she won't because she doesn't know how to control them. And, you know, like you control a child by locking him in a closet or tying to him a chair or something. You got to do something to keep the animal contained. The flip stuff doesn't look too good, but if it does happen, I mean, it's going to be crazy, and I know a lot of people are going to lose their mind over it with the mainstream media at the same point. Um, the mainstream media at the same point been saying that it's over, Joe Biden won, and there's no reason to look into it. And I just know everyone's going to lose their objective minds over it all. Also, yeah, I use OBS for this, so what? Anyway, that was just a news bulletin just to let you guys know I'm still alive. And I was originally going to come back yesterday, but I had an eye doctor appointment, and the drops make you go blind for a little bit, so I couldn't see and I couldn't read. But this kind of just been a information dump of the last 2 weeks because there really hasn't been anything to report aside from Joe Biden being the alleged winner, Twitter adding little subcategories to the bottom of the president's tweet saying he might not actually know what's going on here. Or other reports suggest this. But yeah, this is me promising I'll be back to my at least a fairly regular schedule of uploading and not take 2 weeks in between. So until then, guys.